right, welcome back. This is week 2, and as you noticed on the intro there, where we were in Hollywood Park this weekend, introducing 12 to everyone. Luckily for me, they were having a community garage sale, so that made it easier for me to speak to a lot more people this week. But I got to tell you, when I first got there, I was taking some video as I was driving towards there because I knew I wanted to go to Hollywood Park today. But when I parked, a fear, kind of gripped me, and I got kind of scared. Some of these conversations that I have, I'm in the middle of saying, my message, and I lose track of what I'm saying, and my mind goes blank, and the people are looking at me like, "You all right, man? What's going on?" And I get my bearings, and I complete the message, but it's so hard. It's so hard to talk in public, but I'm getting better. I'm getting better, and I think as I continue to do this is a long haul. So as I continue to gain experience, I'll feel more comfortable doing it. And I think it's just a great exercise for me personally to be able to get in front of people and share this message. And I think about evangelizing and what that is, and what we're called as Christians to do. And I can see why it's not that easy for people to do it, because when we're in our church group and we're in a setting where it's okay to express your faith and you feel comfortable doing it, you're with your brothers and sisters from Christ, and you feel good, and there's not a care in the world, because people are, have the same thoughts and can relate to you and will support you. But when you're in a setting like this and you knock on that door and you have no idea what the reception is going to be, it's scary. And why is it scary? I think, I've been thinking about that a lot. It's like, why am I so afraid? What is it? Part of it, I think, is my personality. It's not something that I'm comfortable doing, going out in the streets and talking to people about my faith. But part of it too, I think a little bit is the days that we're in, the times that we're in. It's not cool to talk about Jesus and to evangelize outside of the church walls. It's just not something that is done, and it's looked upon maybe by some as a negative thing. And I'm trying to break that barrier for myself, and maybe inspire other people to do the same thing, where we're past that. I look around this area surrounding 1604 and 281, it's just faith-filled community. It really is. And we wear our shirts, we wear our necklaces, but do we go out and do we talk about it? I mean, it's something that I'm actually doing. I mean, I'm surprised myself too, that I've come this far, and it's something I've always wanted to do. It's something I've always felt called to do. But how was I going to do it? I mean, look at me doing this video. I'm kind of uncomfortable and thinking, okay, do I sound okay? Do I look okay? Am I making any sense? I'm trying to get past that so that I can, hopefully get this community engaged in a way that they say, you know what, that's cool. What he's trying to do there is it does take some courage. It takes some going out of the box and putting yourself out there. And I hope people see that and understand that, because I'm sure when I'm knocking on these doors, especially now in these beginning days, I look nervous, and they're probably looking at me and saying like, does this dude really know what he's talking about? And I've been in the restaurant business all my life. I know it. I'm blessed enough to own 8 restaurants. My wife and I do. So we're that part of it. I can make food for you. I can give you great customer service in that setting. Just like I was talking about earlier with the church settings, I'm good. Going out in public, well, that's something different. I've never seen it done, and I've never heard it being done, what I'm trying to do. Maybe that's for a reason. Maybe it hasn't been done because it doesn't work. I don't know. But I'm going for it, like I've said before, and I'm going to continue going all the way up until Christmas. My challenge right now is, how am I going to get that out to the masses? How am I going to get it so that people see it, understand it, and want to support it? Support a place that is faith inspired, and that where every visit is, there's a little bit of scripture woven into the experience. I think that's something that resonates with people. I think it's something we need, and also a place where families can be present. We can sit down at the table, pray, if you want to, and put away your cell phones and just talk to each other. Enjoy each other's company like we used to do in the past before cell phones. So that's the goal. Pray for me. I'm gonna need those prayers. I thank everyone who has already contributed, everyone who's supportive. The supporters keep on growing in regards to the donations, and I'm really happy about that. I just need to figure out how am I going to get this community engaged in. I'm going to learn again and figure it out and go from there. Well, we'll see where next week takes us. Again, please like, share, subscribe so that you can continue seeing these videos. I promise they'll get better. Pray for me on that. That for sure I do need prayers for, and we'll see you next week.